Nah, I refuse to believe this is real. So a few days ago on Twitter, I stumbled upon one of the nastiest situations I have ever covered. No, this is not me capping or exaggerating. I've never heard of this YouTuber before. Long story short, never heard of this guy until I saw this tweet just a few days ago. It says, I think James Bear might have committed game over. YouTube animator who got exposed a few years ago for doing it with his sister. So this is from about a week ago. And then I went to his YouTube channel and he's lost around 40 to 50,000 subscribers. This guy's just a YouTube animator. He makes very, eye-catching thumbnails, if you will. I mean, I'm gonna have to can I save this to my watch later? Okay, there we go. We get why he gets the views. He was getting crazy amounts of views, but if you notice, he hasn't really been uploading, and this is because allegations, not even allegations, it's been confirmed at this point. By the way, this is gonna get kind of not graphic, but just weird. So if you're eating or you don't want to be disturbed by incest, I highly recommend you click off because we're gonna get into it. So let me take you back a few years. So this is a DM between James and someone else. This is James writing them. It all began in February 2013 when I began to get a little friend called depression. I didn't know it at the time, and I did something terrible. I did it with my sister, which at the time I was 13 and she was 9. Just these few sentences should get you locked up for life. And once again, these are not allegations. He's confirmed this and we're gonna get into that in a bit. And I just hate this excuse. Guys, I was depressed, so I molested my sister. Can I go now? Try doing that in court. Let's see how that goes, dude. Oh, Your Honor, the reason why I did it, I was a little depressed. Just absolutely disgusting. And just reading this, it just makes me sick reading this. Someone who has a sister, this behavior is disgusting. And if this tweet is true and he allegedly game overed, I do not care. Do I encourage it? I'm gonna say neutral. I'm gonna say quiet on that. But it's not like I'm gonna be crying or anyone's gonna be like, no, James, please come back and molest me too. If you're gone, your sister might be safer from you, okay? I don't feel bad for people like this. This guy already excused himself. Guys, I had depression. Dude, like everyone struggles, okay? Everyone has gone through their dark period and they're not like, you know what? I'm depressed. Let me kill my dog. You know what? Let me go molest my sister. Let me go molest my brother. It's like, dude, there's no excuse for this. If it makes you feel better, I'm suffering emotionally and I did it because of depression. No, not the depression card, James. Guys, I was so depressed. I killed my mom and I touched my sister. Someone told me that depression can't make you do things. In 2014, I got beat up outside of a cold winter night and I got sick. The sickness could have killed me. We do not care. Let's move on. And about a year or two ago, he tweeted this. I have to admit about the sister thing. It did happen, but only once when we were just kids. And it was consensual. Can someone please tell this fucking freak that a 9-year-old cannot consent? Especially when it's coming from your brother who's supposed to protect you and take care of you. And on top of that, especially when you guys are 9 and 13? You clearly haven't learned your lesson because you're always excusing. I was depressed and I did this. It was consensual, but I did this. I was suicidal, but I did. It's like there's always a but. Just own it. Own up to it. And you can tell me you feel shame and you got beat up and your dad pissed on your cereal and that made you depressed and all of this other stuff. You can tell me anything, okay? I don't care. There's no excuse for this. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys who are watching this video have siblings and you've been sad, stressed, anxious, depressed. We're humans. It happened. I'm sure all of you have never thought, damn, I'm feeling a bit anxious tonight. Time to rape. Time to molest kids. Let's do it. Nah, I don't buy it. And you know what? Whoever beat you up in winter 2014, 2015, honestly, did everyone a favor. Everyone has gotten shit on. Life sucks. It's just the way it is, but it's how you go about it and behave. And this part's just gross. It was consensual. She consented. A 9-year-old consented. Dude, you're so delusional. Anything else about me being a pedophile or a grooming on minors is not true whatsoever. Those messages are over 4 years old to a 13-year-old while I was only 16 years old. Therefore, I was a minor myself. I think we should be good, right? Minor, no illegal, right? And on top of that, it's the mental scarring that you're leaving that poor child behind with, Like, this is something that's going to stay with her forever, if not for a long time. And she's gonna need therapy, she's gonna need help. And are you gonna pay for it, James? I mean, looking at your views, let's see, almost 50 million. I'm sure you made a pretty decent amount of change here on YouTube. So you pretty much destroy your life, which is fine. If you're gonna destroy anyone's life, make sure it's yours. But on top of that, now you're harming someone else's life. I made that mistake when I was a kid. And bro, you were 13, but okay. And I didn't know it was bad. Those mistakes I made all those years back don't define who I am today. I am a completely different person. I mean, they kind of do. That's what you're known for. You're not known for your crazy animations. I'm actually kind of curious. Was this guy good? All he does is use the same character with big boobs to get views. So what defines you, big drawn titties or you molesting your sister? Which one is it? Pick your poison. Now, like I said, I've never seen any of his videos, so I don't know, let's just give it a quick watch. I don't know which one looks good, guys. This one's a minute. Let's give it a watch.
Wow. I should go show this to Claire. Yo, Claire, come check this out.
So what you're saying is, if I think of something, literally anything, it'll magically spawn right in front of me?
Yep.
Let me try something out. Oh my gosh.
Is this how you think of me? Oh well.
Weird imagination, huh?
Shut up.
It's fine. I'm not an expert on animations or anything, but I don't know who Claire is. I don't know the lore of the James Bear multiverse of grooming. But let's move forward to 2024. And another reason why I wanted to talk about this is because there's been an update. I just didn't want to bring old drama up. So a few days ago, allegedly on Twitter, James' sister came back. She posted a doc with her side of the story. I'm writing this doc to come forward with my abuse that my disgusting POS brother James Bear has done to me. And then she sends proof such as his tablet where he makes his drawings, and if you take a look at his channel or his art, you know, it seems to, you know, kind of match up with his style. We got a little Old Spice, a bit too much, so he's a stinky gamer. Brother must be stinking up that room. And then she also shared this, which is his play button. Who else would have these pics, you know what I mean? Unless he's posted it before to Instagram. And after showing some proof, she gets a little more into it, and she says, at the age of 9, I was touched by James. I don't remember much about it, but that's when it started. It continued for a long time, especially past 2016. James lied about that part when he addressed this. Reading this is pretty sad. It says, I wish I could have done something. I was weak, was stolen, and it just pisses me off. And I think those individuals are the worst of the worst, and I have no problem with them being given the electric chair the second you harm a 9-year-old, like a fucking 9-year-old dude. And I wish the worst for him. And actually don't give him a last meal. One time in 2019 when I was lashing out at my mom, I told her what James did to me and she was like, forget about it and move on or something like that. Don't you know how damaging this is for me to have my own mom say that to my face? Not looking good for my mom. She should have protected me and been there for me 1000%. Anyways, back to James. He's done some very disgusting acts to me, and you know, I'm not gonna read that. Some pretty disgusting stuff that, you know, no kid should ever go through. And then she talks about how she was exposed to porn because of James. It's just really fucking nasty stuff. The last attempt of James S.A. and me was in September 2020 when he asked me to come near his bed, but I declined, and after that went to another room. I want to say, as far away from James and never look back at this house. I'll be leaving this Ko-fi, which is a link where you can donate, which has been taken down, by the way. I don't know what's going on with that. And allegedly she was still living with James. Like, her parents seem to not give a fuck about this. That document has been completely deleted because the account got deleted, which looks like James either told her to delete that account because it's making him look bad. It just makes you look absolutely horrible no matter how you flip it. And I found James's Twitter account, and the last time he posted was January 28th, and he just said goodbye. And if you go to the comments, no one cares. Good riddance. Look at my Setsia cat. No one's taking that post seriously. Like, they're just laughing. They're just commenting stuff that's completely unrelated to that. I really wish I could say more, but I don't want to get banned. And second of all, I don't want my stitches to, you know, just pop out, and I don't want to bleed to death. So I'm trying to stay as peaceful and chill as possible here. The nastiest type of shit you can do, especially to a sibling. But looking back at his channel and the thumbnails he was using and the titles and the bait he was making, we probably should have seen it coming that he was a porn obsessive fucking loser. Honestly, one of the nastiest things I have ever read. And I just wanted to bring a little more attention to this. I wish nothing but the worst to people like James, and I hope he finally gets what he deserves. I really hope the police gets involved and the girl gets the help she needs. As for James, fuck that guy. Anyways, I know it was kind of a heavy subject and just a pretty dark video overall. I want to leave you guys with a video of my puppy being really funny and cute. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's end this video with some positivity or with something not so disturbing. Anyways, peace out. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Okay, this camera angle is really funny.